They got some bikes, they're gonna ride through all the countryside, and they'll do it side by side. Kenneth and Allie, they're gonna rally through all the peaks and valleys. Shout out to Rand McNally. We're the West Coast ready to greet them in search of the unending weekend. Well, it's a trans-American ride. We're in a bed here in Hot Sulphur Springs, Colorado. It's actually Wednesday, the 22nd of July. Happy early birthday, Lo. We didn't make any clips yesterday, so I was hoping we could just make one clip right now that was everything that happened yesterday.
Yeah.
It's still a little early. It's like 7:30.
Yep. We're
Yep.
still cozy.
Yep. Athena's gone, but that's to be expected. Yeah. So, yesterday we woke up at the high school.
It was cold.
It was very cold. It was like low 40s.
Yeah. Man, the mosquitoes the night before, too, were so bad.
Terrible. As bad as anything we ever had on trail, for sure.
Yeah, like Maine.
Yeah. But
It's insane. Like, you can't describe it, really. You have to experience it.
it's something you have to just keep walking around in little
You
circles.
can't stand still.
No.
No exposed skin.
It just got worse and worse,
It's
too.
insane.
Yeah.
But we had our little tent.
It was cozy.
It was great, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got woken up kind of by a woman who was walking around
Yeah.
the next morning, but it was time to get up anyway. It was like
Mhm.
6:30 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Went down to the gas station. What?
Giant bugs in here.
Really?
Just went to the bathroom.
I probably has to poop. Went to the gas station, did our usual stuff, and then Athena actually rode by, which was kind of a surprise. We weren't sure if we would actually see her, because she
Yeah.
had stopped the day before,
Like 11,
14 miles before.
back.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't have any service, so we couldn't really communicate to each other, but I think she was sort of over it for the day.
Yeah.
And so she found a decent camp spot with no water and no shade, which we had passed by, and I was like, that looks terrible down there.
Yeah. No amenities whatsoever.
They'd
She
have
had,
toilets.
Like, nothing for breakfast.
Yeah, one banana. Yeah.
We had great breakfast at the gas station.
4 egg and cheese croissants.
Cinnamon roll.
You'll have something similar today, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we met up with Athena, and we were like, hey, we've been thinking about taking a Nero day into Hot Sulphur Springs, Colorado, because we had a couple of back-to-back 80s or high 70 or low 70, high 80
Yeah.
or something like
And I
that.
don't think that you realize it. I know you do, but like we did an 80-mile day the day that we did Hoosier Pass.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
And you had said several times in a very diplomatic way, don't you think this is a bit ambitious? And I was like, no, dude. It's like 7,000 feet of downhill. So this is a treat. This is something to take
Yeah.
advantage of.
It worked out.
Yeah, it
But it was
did.
a long day. So
It was
that's
a
why
long
we
day.
wanted a short day yesterday.
Yeah, and boy, did we get it.
Yeah.
17, what was it? Was it
17 miles.
17 miles
Yeah.
into Hot Sulphur Springs, and it was really pretty and easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the scenery was very... Every little bit further we go into the mountains is just, like, completely different.
Yeah. It's so different and so much variety in the landscape.
It's very different.
Well, like from the east. we
Oh, I
went
know.
over Hoosier Pass where there's fucking snow.
Athena said she saw a moose there, too.
Yeah.
Crossing
Like a huge ass grown moose.
a grown-ass
bull.
man. Oh, man. That looks like a moth.
Yeah.
Moths can stay. Back to the bathroom. You gotta poop.
Yeah, but then, so we were going over that kind of stuff and like amazing mountain scenery. And then just yesterday we went through some canyon. I forget what it's called.
It's like briars
Bryan Canyon
something
or
like that.
something. And it was so cool.
or... It was just really brief,
Yeah.
but really
It was maybe
cool.
like 5 minutes.
It was like right into the town,
Mm-hmm.
which was really cool.
Yeah.
You got some cool pictures.
Yeah, it was a great day. And then we got here by like 9:30 in the morning. Because 17 miles only took us an hour.
Yeah, it was fast. And we went to the resort to try to figure out if we could stay there, because it seemed like they probably owned the springs that were accessible, and that was the case, but they didn't have any rooms at all. No
Because of
room at the
COVID.
end. Yeah. And so we're like, all right, well, let's just go eat something and talk it over and figure out what we want to do. Went to this cool little breakfast place, which I think maybe we should go into today. It'd be nicer
I wouldn't
than...
be opposed.
Yeah, it'd be
It's
better
really
than
good.
having to throw away a bunch of meat patties from Jimmy Dean's sausage biscuits.
It was fast too,
Mm-hmm.
and it's only 7:30,
It's chill.
and we only have 60 miles.
Yeah. Look at you, only 60 miles. You're learning fast. That's 100 kilometers.
Wow.
That's a metric century every time you do a 60-mile day.
Wow.
So, yeah, we went there. It was great. We had started the day with mimosas and good
Great
breakfast food.
breakfast.
Yeah, it was great. You know, I think we were all pretty tired
Yeah.
because it was kind of quiet. We talked a little bit, but I think we all kind of share a similar
Exhaustion.
yeah. So there's like a lot of pregnant pulses, but enjoyed that. I was definitely in a better mood after all the mimosas, and so we went.
They were $7 a piece.
Yeah, they were
too.
expensive, and they weren't that big.
So we did not have a lot, but
Mm-mm.
it was nice.
Had enough. At 10:30 in the morning, you don't need too many mimosas to get you going. And so we went up to this hotel, where you had seen that they had some sort of a special where you could get like a slight discount to the springs.
Because the Springs is like we said, a resort spa thing. It's like a big complex, and it's basically like an amusement park.
Yeah, it is.
Like there's an entrance, and then you go in, and
Sort of themed pools that you sit in with
Yeah.
different temperatures.
yeah. But we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So we first got here. I bought some beer because I wanted to keep the party going, and I think we went to the gas station too. But Athena and I tuned up the bikes, and you did a lot of like helpful cleaning things and stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was great.
Wash the dishes.
Yeah.
Wash our clothes.
We all divided our labor up, and I think we were doing stuff for about 2 hours until we finally went to the springs. And man, did they stink!
Dude, it was insane.
Hot sulfur springs
Hot
is definitely.
sulfur. I know what sulfur smells like. We like had some water on the trail that smelled like it, and it doesn't taste bad, but it just kind of smells bad. But when you have like 20 pools of sulfur water,
Hot sulfur
hot
water
sulfur,
too,
and it's
Yeah.
just like leaking out over all of the rocks
Yeah.
everywhere. It smelled like the worst rotting eggs
Yeah.
that you've ever smelled.
And we just sat in it for. I think we were there for about an hour and a half.
It was really enjoyable. Like
It was
I
great.
feel like you got used to the smell pretty quick.
Yeah, and the heat, depending on. I mean,
Man.
the pools varied. What did you say? Like 80 to 112 or
I
something.
think so. The
Yeah.
lowest I saw was 80.
Was that the duck pool pond?
Yeah,
Yeah, no one went in that one.
that one was unswimmable.
That was disgusting.
But it was really cool. They were like ranging from like bathtub size to like swimming pool size. And there wasn't many people there.
No.
You just like walk up these decks
Mhm.
and find a little pool. See if you want that temperature.
I want
Because we
this.
went in one that was like 112, 113, and it was painful. We all got to the point where we submerged our bodies, but I was like, man, my heart's gonna explode.
Yeah, because it was also unshaded, most of these pools.
Yeah.
And so it was
And
like.
it was like 2 p.m.
yeah, it was the
3
heat of the
p.m.
day.
Yeah.
It was like 85, 82 degrees or something.
So
So,
we're just sweating, sitting in these hot water
yeah,
pools.
getting sunburnt while you're in a pool of smelly, farty, gassy, eggy stuff. But
Yeah, there was like minerals floating in it,
mm-hmm.
and it looked like egg drop soup,
Yeah.
all the water.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really cool. It was
was
a really
awesome.
unique experience.
It was a
And they said that sulfur's really good for your skin and hair.
muscles.
And yeah, sore muscles.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun,
Yeah.
like finding the different pools and stuff too.
And if we hadn't stopped here, we would have just passed right through,
Mm-hmm.
and we would have probably wondered if they actually had hot springs.
Yeah.
But we probably, I mean, it's so, we had kind of determined that because of the way the map is laid out, if we had tried to have a normal day yesterday, we would have had to do another 80-mile day, because,
Yeah, that was the biggest thing too.
Yeah.
17 miles is pretty weak and not preferred. But it was either that or another 80 miles. And
It-
that would have taken all fucking day.
Yeah, it would have
been
been.
exhausted again.
This whole experience was kind of like when we were at that campsite, and we realized that we had extra time,
Mm-hmm.
and we were like, oh, we should kill some time because actually, if we do that, it will benefit us in the long run. And I think we're going to be in Wyoming in like 2 days, and so this sets us up so that we can get to towns for the next couple days without having to
doing ridiculous
yeah,
miles.
or getting stuck somewhere that doesn't have water or bathrooms or restaurants or anything like that.
Right.
So it was a
Which
great
we
idea.
could definitely handle.
Yeah,
But
it's pretty desolate out here though.
Yeah.
Like in between towns, and
that's true.
so it would be a little. It would make me a little uneasy to think that we were staying in a town where water was hard to come by because that's such a basic thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't really depend on water, you can't really depend on anything else. And so, I don't really want to sleep in an area where we don't have any kind of shelter in the heat the way that it is, especially if we get somewhere and it's like 6 and we have to wait 2 hours before the sun goes down.
Yeah.
And there's like not even a single tree to give us a bit of shade. It's just not a good way to end the day.
Yeah.
But we did the right thing.
Yeah, and town stays are preferred even when we're camping,
Yeah, for sure.
just
It's
because of the amenities
Mhm.
available. It's
Yeah.
what works for this type of trip. The ATU
Right.
is so different.
right.
Keep saying it, but like,
You have water everywhere. You're constantly surrounded by the green tunnel.
yeah, and you resupply and you know what you need,
Mm-hmm.
and you can count on the next town as a resupply. So
Right.
you just have to like do the math.
Right.
And I guess we could do it for this, but
It's just so
we're going
different.
through towns all the time.
Yeah.
And when there's the option to eat like really substantial good food,
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't pass it up.
No. Definitely got to have good fuel
Mm-hmm.
for this kind of a long haul. Ugh. But yeah, after the springs, I guess we came back and started eating and
Yeah.
chilling. Took showers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we did too much
Because we
really.
smelled like fucking
Oh my god.
eggs.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous to smell what my boxers smell like at this point. But yeah, watched Chopped. It was a chill night.
Yeah, this was the perfect Nero.
It was a great Nero. I think it's like
Yeah.
one of our only,
I think so too.
unless you consider when we went through the Blue Ridge Parkway, 40-mile day. That was
No, that's not really a Nero.
no, that's still a pretty
If
big
you
day.
spend like 3+ hours in the morning
Mhm.
suffering,
Yeah, it was probably more than that too, since it was the Blue Ridge.
yeah, true.
But I think that was our second lowest mile day,
Mm.
or at the time first. But
But this was a lot of fun. This was such a great place.
yeah,
There's not much else here besides
Mm-mm.
the motel, the springs, the
Yeah.
restaurant, and the gas station.
yeah,
Liquor
there's-
store.
Yeah, it's crazy. They've got everything you need though.
Mm-hmm. And we're about to leave.
Yep, always. Yeah, the better the day is, the quicker it goes by. So these kind of things always just seem to kind of evaporate,
Mm-hmm.
like alcohol in the sun.
Yeah, I should start packing.
Yeah, you and me both. All right. Well, I just wanted to get something because yesterday, I guess, was the first day that we actually did bike but didn't record anything. So I wanted to make sure that we grabbed a little something.
Yeah, my mom's mad that the podcasts aren't updated.
I just updated them all.
Oh, okay.
So I'll upload this one before we leave as well. And then
Nice.
there will be too many for them to listen to. And they'll be mad because they're behind. All right. Nature's calling. Bye.
Bye.